Hi, Stefan the BMW DIY guy. My project today is going to be a really quick and easy one, so I wanted to make sure to share it with you. My fog lights are halogens, right? And my headlights are Bi-xenon, so there's there's a really significant color difference between the two. There's nothing wrong with my fog lights, they do a good job, but I kind of like them to match. You know, it makes the halogens of the fog lights look kind of like a milkshake. They look really milky white by comparison. So I've got a set of LED bulbs that I'm going to install. Again, the color's going to be better. I did my best to match it to the temperature of my Bi-xenon headlights, but it's just going to look a little bit better. Plus, they're going to last longer. I've never changed the bulbs in my fog lights, and so at some point they're going to burn out. These LEDs will be better. Now, you have a million choices of LED bulbs that you can put in your car, and there really is almost an unlimited number of choices on what you could put in. So I picked what looked like a good deal. I picked a set that has a ballast, so it's got good power that's coming in, and it doesn't have a fan. Some of these have fans, and it occurred to me that a fan spinning, number one, is drawing power away from whatever power is going to the light, but also if they're that heat dependent to require a fan, what happens when the fan fails or gets dirty? Does that mean my fog light's going to overheat? Yeah, not a good idea. So this is really easy. I'm going to show you how you can do this yourself. Everything's going to be linked in the description of the video below, and you can choose whatever bulbs you want. Like I said, there's an infinite number of choices out there. This is just a set that looked good and the price was right, so even if I don't like them, I could always swap them out again later. Before we get to it, if you like what you see, please click subscribe and the little alarm bell next to it. That way you get notifications of my upcoming videos. I have a ton coming, from complex and super high-end to easy ones like this. So let's get to the car. We're already in the garage. Let's get to the car and get started. All right, so the nice thing is you can do this work really without taking too much off. As you can see, we're looking at the wheel well here on the passenger side. I've got a bungee cord that I'm going to use once I pull back this wheel well liner. And there's 1, 2, 3, and there's a bunch, but we're not going to take this whole thing off. You don't need to. All you need to do is be able to get to the back of the fog light right here. So you've got 8mm. You just pull these 3 off right up this line. And then we're going to use the bungee cord to hold this piece back so we can get to the fog light. And there's a third one right up here that I'm going to get to. So to make sure that I've got enough room to pull this out, right? So I try to do this blind here. There we go. Okay. So this will be enough that we can pull this wheel well liner back. Now, you can pull this out a little bit, give yourself a little bit of room, get your fingers in here. So you can see it's now pulled away. And the camera angle may not be right now, but you can get into and see the back of the fog light. So what you can do really simply is you can take something like a bungee cord or similar, hook it in here just to get this to pull back. I'm going to run it through my wheel spokes like that, just to pull it back and get it into play, get it out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to move my camera so you can see the back of the fog light, but all we're going to do is just turn the bulb and pull it out, and we'll put the new one in. Really simple. Okay, so I'm freehanding the camera, so forgive me if it moves a little bit. But as you can see, this is the back of the bulb right here. So all you're going to do is just turn this in the socket, and it'll turn and come out. Now as you do this, be careful with this. You don't want to bang it up. There's a little stop on the plug right here. So you're going to turn, and it'll come right out of the socket. So you turn it. Right, let me get better lighting there for you. There you go. So you're going to turn it and back that bulb out and then just unplug it. The new one will plug into place and just slide right back into the same place. So let me get that bulb out and then I'll show you getting the new one in. Okay, so I've got the bulb out, which is here. Now I'm going to try really hard not to touch it. These will burn out if you get oil on the bulb. I'm going to put them back into the same container that my LEDs came in, just in case they burn out or I need something else, or you never know. I try really hard not to waste good parts. So here's the new bulb. Let me put the old one, let me put it back in the container that the LED came out of. Now in my case, like I said, I've got a ballast at this end and have the light at this end. It's got the same keyed function on it. So you're simply just going to put it into place and twist it to lock it into place. The OEM bulb, which as you can see when we were looking at it, was in this kind of like 6 o'clock position. I turned it to the 9 o'clock position and it popped clean out. So that came out really nicely. So all you have to do is just take the new one, and you don't have to be as careful with touching these, right, as you do a glass bulb, because they're not going to overheat like a glass bulb does, but you still don't want it dirty because dirt's going to interfere with the light. So same thing, you're just going to stick it into place, twist it into place, plug it in, and you're done. And then all you have to do is just put the wheel well panel back in place and 3 screws and you're done on one side. So as you can see, this is a really simple process, and I'm looking forward to seeing the difference. Yeah, forgive any background noise, busy weekend here around my place. So you can see it's in place because you can see the little blue collar on it. All I did was just slide it into the socket, turn it till those little keyed fingers slid into place, and then turn it, and I kept turning it counterclockwise, so turning it left, and it locked in. And then the plug, it's really simple. And these are little pressure clips that you just press on and it comes off, and it's snapped into place, and it's all set. So I can put these 3 in, put these 3 back in, and it's all set and done. Now what I am gonna do is I'm gonna back the car out a little bit, turn the fog lights on so you can see the passenger side and driver side, which is still the OEM bulb right now, right? It's daylight, so it's not gonna be the true nighttime effect, but I want to show you the difference between the two. Okay, so I've got the motor running, so forgive a little background noise, but the difference is dramatic, and I hope that the camera shows how dramatic the difference is to the eyeball. So my headlights are pure white, the passenger side fog is pure white, the driver side fog is really yellow. So as I look at my display on my camera, I can't tell if it's showing how dramatically different those two are, right? But I'm really pleased with the results. It looks so much better. The other thing that I did is the bulb that I got, because the LED bulbs, you normally come out the side, right? So there's 2 big LED clusters on either side of the bulb, which is exactly how the OEM bulb is. If you look at the OEM bulb, the tip of the bulb is painted, so none of the light is coming forward, it's all going out the sides. So the LED bulb I got, I made sure to get that it had the light emitters on each side instead of both sides and the front. I wanted to make sure that it matched how the bowl for the light, for the fog light would work, okay? So as you can see, it looks significantly better. I'm going to do the driver's side now, and it's all done. All right, so all done, as you can see, super simple. I mean, doing this will take you 10 minutes or less. So just turn your wheels one way, pull open that wheel well cover, change your bulb out, turn your wheels the other way, and put the other one in, and you're good to go. Don't touch the bulbs, don't touch the halogen bulbs if you plan on keeping them, and super straightforward. Like I mentioned earlier, there's a million choices for different bulbs, so I picked the ones that just made sense when I looked at them. The link will be in the description. So if you like what you've seen, please click subscribe. I've got a lot more projects coming that I'm really excited about and I'm looking forward to sharing with you, and I look forward to seeing you on my next video.